Welcome back, Romantic Home family, and welcome if y'all are new. I am Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video, I am so excited to share with you guys 10 DIY, Dollar Tree, and budget-friendly Christmas decor crafts. This is going to be another Christmas in July episode. Super excited to share this with you guys. I don't know if it's like this where you're at, but it is 100 degrees. Oh my goodness. I am ready for a little bit of break from the heat, so crank down that AC, grab some hot cocoa, lemonade, iced tea, coffee, hot tea, whatever you guys love to drink, and let's get excited for some Christmas crafting. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's totally free, and pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page where I share about 7 videos a day to help you guys get inspired to craft and decorate on a total budget. I've also been sharing some recipes, so stay tuned for that. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns. Get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to share with you guys how to make a super adorable little Dollar Tree candle ring. So this is actually a Bath & Body Works candle, and I wanted to make something that was really cute to go around this pretty candle. So I'm taking some of these Dollar Tree ornaments. I'm using the small size and then more of like the smaller size, so maybe the medium size and then the small size, and I think there's actually a mini size ornament which they come in a giant tube. So anyway, I just use white and gold all the way around, and I will tell you, as I hot glued, I had to hold the ornaments together for just a bit, so be patient, put a little show on. The next thing I wanted to do to cover up the little base of the ornament and to kind of also give them a little bit more security was add some of this little Dollar Tree green garland. So I'm just hot gluing that to the bottom of this, and that's going to give it a little bit more security, stability, and also cover up the weird gluey spots from all of my gluing. And then once I have that done, I'm just going to go ahead and flip that back over, and look how adorable it looks. I went to add a little bit of razzle dazzle, so I'm taking these pearls that I found at the thrift store, and I'm just going to hot glue them in and around the ornaments, and that's going to give it a little bit of pizzazz. Of course, this is a little bit optional. You guys could also use some little Dollar Tree mini Christmas trees, or really any type of little goodie that you have on hand. You could add in mini pine cones, little snowflakes, just whatever suits your fancy. Here is how it looks so far, and then I got the idea to put in some little mini ornaments in and around the base that were a shiny gold to give it a little bit of contrast. So we have the glitter, and then the white kind of glittered ornament, the pearls, and then I wanted to give it a little bit of contrast, so I'm adding these pretty little gold balls, and I think it's looking just about perfect now. And again, this does take a little bit of time with all of the gluing, but just be patient, and you know, it's a pretty forgiving craft and pretty beginner friendly, honestly, except for the amount of gluing that you guys do have to do. And I would have some type of evergreen to add into the base. I will tell you that made it a lot easier. Also, I realized once I got done with this, hey, this could be a wreath. So if you guys want to make a mini one of these, you guys could easily make a little wreath, especially if you had a little mini wreath form like the ones that they sell at Dollar Tree. So I put my little Bath & Body Works candle in. The kids got me this for my birthday, and it is so smell goody. I have these little thrift store trees, and then my daughter got me the little white sparkling deer also for my birthday. She knows how much I love Christmas. So precious, and just such a blessing to have my whole family together. For this Dollar Tree project, I'm excited to share with you guys how to really jazz up and glam up those Dollar Tree sparkling deer. So the first thing we want to do is add a cute little just bow around the neck. We're going to add a really large giant bow, but I do want to have something to put my big giant bow on. So I went ahead and pre-tied just a quick little tie bow around the neck. Next thing I'm going to do is use my easy bow maker, or you guys can always just make that easy bow that I have shown you how to do so many times. Go back and watch some of my bow videos. I'll be posting them on all my socials, especially as the holidays draw near. But you're going to take your little bow maker and make a cute and a fun little easy loopy bow, and then we're going to add that around this Dollar Tree deer's neck. Now I love to get this large thing of gold ribbon from Hobby Lobby. The next thing I want to do is zip tie that on to the neck of my little deer here. Give it a nice fluffy duffy out, and then add in some little greenery sprigs. Again, you guys can really get creative with this. I have been watching videos on the Ritz-Carlton at Christmas time. I love watching videos about how fancy designer hotels and just designer places in general design really high-end designs, and we're going to duplicate that more on a budget. So I added in the greenery and then a pretty jewel. Now I love getting my jewels from Natalie at totallydazzled.com. I'll leave a link to Totally Dazzled in the description box of my YouTube video. The next thing I want to do is take some of this little Elmer's glue, and I love how it's in this little pen thing because it makes it really nice and easy just to squirt on. But my reindeer's antlers, I noticed, were they were just kind of icky. A lot of the glitter had fallen off, and that's one thing you can do to make your Dollar Tree glitter item or Dollar Tree items look a little bit more high end is go in and repair some of the glitter. So if it comes with glitter, you can either paint over it if you don't care for the glam look, or you can kind of repair it and make it look a little bit nicer. I'm adding gold fancy shoes to my Dollar Tree reindeer, and I really do feel like it jazzed this project up. So let me know what you guys think, and I think this is something super easy. Hey, and if you have some kids and grandkids and you don't mind a little bit of a glittery mess, enlist them in helping with some of these. I even think it would be fun to do like a whole Christmas tree full of deer. Maybe we'll be doing that. I still need to make a trip to Dollar Tree for this year's Christmas supplies. Hopefully they haven't sold out. I am recording this video on October 31st, so it's actually Halloween tonight when I'm doing this voiceover for you guys. So hopefully it's not too late to jump in and grab some goodies from Dollar Tree. But I love this deer. I think it came out super fabulous, and I feel like it looks really high end on a total budget. For this next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to make a jumbo candy piece. I just took 2 of the little candy bowls from Dollar Tree, and I'm duct taping them together. So you just duct tape them end to end. Then I'm going to take a large tablecloth covering from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut it in half, and this is doubled and then doubled again. You could paint your candy piece so it doesn't show through the purple and the duct tape, but I just went ahead and then doubled it up again. And then I'm just using hair ties like you would use in your hair to tie loosely off the end. So I thought this looked really cute, but then I was like, I think I should add some ribbon to make a stripe. So I'm simply also just taking this satin ribbon and gently pulling it under where I have tied off the end of the candy underneath those hair ties. And so this was a pretty easy thing to do. I wish, hindsight 2020, that I would have added in more stripes. So I think when I make another one of these, I'm going to add in some more of the little white ribbon stripes. So I'm just tucking the white ribbon underneath where those ponytail holders are looped on the end. I wanted to have even more of a candy appearance, so I'm just taking this clear plastic cellophane from Dollar Tree. It comes in a big roll, and I cut off a piece to fit the size of this, and then I'm taking some of the Dollar Tree little pink tubing, and I'm just going to tie that off on the end. And it comes in all different colors, and you just make a big shoelace bow at the end and then trim that off, and it just makes it look really cute and candy-y. I also think the curling ribbon from Dollar Tree would look really cute on the ends of these. You know, there's just so many different little fun options on how you can decorate this. I also found that Dollar Tree had these candy stripe little pre-packaged bows, so I went ahead and added some of those in too. I also trimmed down the ends to fit the size of the candy. So I'm just taking and just trimming a tiny bit off the end of that pre-packaged bow because I didn't really need the whole full one, and then I'm hot gluing and pressing that down into my big candy piece. Here is how it turned out. I think if I add it to a tree, I'm going to put it a little bit more sideways. It's more up and down, but I think this turned out out really, really cute for the first one of the season that I've done. I want to hopefully find some more of those tablecloth covers in different colors. Hopefully they have a purple one and then like a little aqua one. I think that would be so cute to make different colors of these. My daughter absolutely loved it. She loves pink even as a teenager. So I can't wait to make more for these and really put on a spectacular tree and do the Candyland theme somewhere in my house and then also in her bedroom. So fun and fabulous on a budget. Create a super adorable Christmas centerpiece using Dollar Tree supplies. So from the Dollar Tree, I have one of these Dollar Tree chargers and then just a piece of styrofoam and 2 of the mini Christmas trees. I'm going to hot glue each end of the mini Christmas tree and poke it into the styrofoam. And then you really want to give your Christmas tree a big fluffy duff. This is going to be a super easy way to create a centerpiece, and the best part is it's movable. The next thing I want to do is add in some Dollar Tree deco mesh. So I'm just making about 8-inch poofs and then taking the evergreen branches and crossing them over on themselves. I went down the entire centerpiece one way and trimmed that off, and then started again and just did the same thing and did that kind of more to the front part of our little centerpiece. I share these centerpieces with you guys every season. I love them and I know you guys love them too. So here's the first one of this 2023 holiday decorating season. And remember, any idea that I share with you guys can take this and change up the ribbon color to match your decor. The next thing I'm going to do is add in some of this pretty Dollar Tree tartan plaid ribbon. I'm just going to make little loops. So these again are about 6 to 8 inch loops, and I'm just taking the ribbon and crossing the evergreen branches over on themselves, and then I trimmed it off. I want to do that for each end, and don't forget to dovetail your little ends or at least give them a nice little slice. So I'm going to do that and then kind of give it a little poof out, and then I'm going to take a Dollar Tree ribbon roll from our ribbon, hot glue that to the center on top of the styrofoam, and then add in that cute little Santa guy. And I just realized that little spot over there I did not dovetail my ribbon in. Anyway, I added in some evergreen branch, and then I'm adding in this Dollar Tree peace sign. The sign didn't really sit on there without the evergreen. The next thing I'm going to do is add in this beautiful big bow, and I'll share with you guys how to do that bow at the end of this DIY. I've already shared it with you guys, but for those of you that didn't see it, I will add it in to this video. I added in some cute little ornaments, and then I'm going to trim off the tails on this bow because they were a little bit long, and I want to extend them out to the other side. So I didn't have all of that Dollar Tree ribbon in my craft stash, but I still wanted to repurpose and reuse it. No ribbon left behind here at my crafting studio, that's for sure. You guys know I love big bows and I can't help but. So I just gathered all those tails together and made a little scrappy piece of ribbon loops and then hot glued that down in there. And then to cover up the ribbon roll that Mr. Santa Claus is sitting on, I'm just adding in some more little ribbon loops and then 2 of these little Dollar trees off to the back, and that also covered up Mr. Santa's little perch. And here is how it turned out. So fun and fabulous on a total budget. And then let's take a look at that fun and fabulous bow as well. Jumbo bow using Dollar Tree ribbon. So I'm starting out with a 12-inch piece of cardboard, and I'm going to take this Dollar Tree wired ribbon. It really needs to be wired ribbon, and I'm going to wrap it around my piece of cardboard 3 times. So that's going to create a 36-inch piece of ribbon. So my cardboard is measured at 12 inches. I'm going to continue to do that for the entire roll of ribbon, and that's going to give me 3 large pieces of ribbon. I chose 3 different Dollar Tree ribbons in the little red and the candy stripe and the Santa Claus ho ho ho. Now once I had all my ribbons cut, I'm going to take and dovetail the ends. To dovetail your ends, all you do is you take your ribbon, fold it in half, and cut in an upwards direction. Cut away from yourself because you don't want to cut your fingers or yourself. But trust me, it's happened to me before. And this is inspired by my sweet friend over at my DIY YouTube channel, and she calls this the bestie bow. So hey besties, and hey girl, thank you for the inspiration. Now I'm going to take my ribbon and make a 6-inch fold. So you can see I just traced out on my little 12-inch piece of cardboard a 6-inch fold. I'm going to take a chip clip and hold that together. This is so super easy. I'm going to do the same thing again and again with every set of ribbon, and you just want to layer them on top of each other. Another little tip, if you're using 3 different pattern ribbons, you want to go in a pattern and go every other one. So I chose the Santa ribbon, the red ribbon, and then the candy stripe ribbon. And you can keep moving in that direction. You guys can also use larger ribbon. This was just ribbon from the Dollar Tree that was already wired that I picked up in my Dollar Tree haul for Christmas. So I'm really trying to use what I have on hand. And again, I did layer them in a pattern. So just a little quick note like that. So all I'm doing is taking the ribbon and folding it over in that 6-inch. So you just take it, fold it over, and then pinch it over together. You could use anything to hold it together, but I found a chip clip worked really well. Now, you might want to use floral wire to tie off the center, but I'm using zip ties. They have become my best friend since I have carpal tunnel really bad in my hands, or inflammation or something that just makes my hands not work like they should anymore. The next thing I want to do is take my beautiful designer bow and really fluffy out the tails. So this is super, super, super important. And so you really want to twist and fluff and twist and fluff. And these bows look so beautiful as Christmas tree toppers. They look beautiful on top of packages, in wreaths, in garlands, wherever you want to put this gorgeous, beautiful designer bow. You guys can have so much fun with this. And you can also cut the tails shorter if you want to, or even stagger them. But really the key to this type of bow with this many loops is really taking it and fluffing it and playing with it. And you guys know me, I love big bows and I cannot lie, and bows make everything better. So at the thrift store, I found these stacked packages and they're supposed to light up, but unfortunately only one of them lights up. So I'm gonna have to find some small lights that I can put up underneath there. But I'm gonna take a zip tie and zip tie this to the top of the package. I will tell you, they were a little bit kind of sad. So I'm really hoping this bow brightens up this little thrift store decor piece. I think it really is. I was hesitant about getting it. It was $8 for all 3, which was a pretty good deal, but then I found out why, because it didn't work. But anyway, I think it's looking cute with my cute little Dollar Tree bow. So this bow was under $5, and I think it looks pretty awesome. I just took my fingers and kind of made a little curly cue to make it have some movement and fun. And then I had these ornaments in my Christmas craft stash, so I'm just showing you guys how it would look if I hot glued those ornaments into the top of this bow. I'm waiting to see what my theme is going to be and where I'm going to put these packages though before I add this bow, because I actually have 2 of these, and it's funny because in each package only one set of lights worked. So I went ahead and bought them anyway because I know these are really expensive in the store. So I think I can get some little lights off of Amazon and just run them up through there. But let me know what you guys think about this amazing designer bow, aka the Bestie Bow, and go check out my sweet friend at My DIY on DIY. We're going to do some trash to treasure little gift boxes. So I have been saving back some of my trash to turn them into treasure, and I had some metallic spray paint, but it was at the bottom of my spray paint can, so this really didn't work that well. But I wanted to make them really fancy and gold, so stick with me because we are going to make that happen. Believe it or not, that tissue box is going to come out fabulous. So this is that half painted yogurt container, and what I'm doing is taking a good, nice, solid layer of Mod Podge and then some of my Walmart glitter, which I'm getting to the bottom of as well. I have to do some supplies shopping, and I'm just going to give it a nice glittering. Now we are going all in on the glitter look for this because this is going to be Ritz Paris inspired, and it's going to go with my little Ritzy tree that I just shared with you guys how we're doing. And so I just really want it to be super sparkling and gold and pretty and fabulous. We're going to make these look like they could be some high-end designer creation when we're done. Now, the key to my Mod Podging with the glitter is make sure that the layer is nice and smooth and not too thick. Sometimes when I Mod Podge, I'll put way too thick of a layer on and it makes the glue slide around. I set these out in the sunshine, they dried, so now it's time to give them a little doll up, glow up. So I'm taking some of this red velvet ribbon. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby last year. It's really nice. I love the velvet. I feel like it makes things feel more chic. And I'm just gonna, tie it around my little tissue box to make it look like it's a present. And I think that these are going to come out so adorable, you guys. Oh my goodness. I really fell in love with this craft. I love my Trash to Treasure DIYs, but some of them I feel like, look too crafty. And this one I feel like came out really nice. Okay, so once I had the red ribbon on top, I'm going to make a quick little bow. Just take a piece of scrap ribbon and just hot glue it from end to end. And then you can take and make some tails. And I even cut my tails apart and then just simply glued them on, because it doesn't have to be a perfect bow for this type of craft. And then I glued that on, and I thought that looked really pretty. You guys know I always keep going with my crafts, but I did want to kind of keep it elegant, so I'm using these pearls off of this necklace. It's just a thrifted necklace that broke, and I'm gonna repurpose and reuse it. And so I added these pearls. And listen, darlings, we are now in Tiffany, Louis Vuitton. We're in a fancy store, and these are beautiful decor pieces that they're using in their store. That's what I'm imagining. And I'm just going to take this little pretty bow and add that to the top, because I ran out of red ribbon. I know I have more. I just have to dig around and get organized in my crafting stash, you guys. And so I'm just taking and cutting each little piece, and I'm going to drape that over. Now, I don't really feel like this looks like a yogurt container. And I also was thinking back on this, and you guys could make little Christmas bells with these yogurt containers as well. These are the, larger jumbo size yogurt container. I added some beautiful pearls to this, and bam, we have these fabulous little Trash to Treasure goodies. All you need is glue, glitter, and some bits and bobs, and happy crafting. Let's create some super adorable Trash to Treasure gift boxes. You guys know this is one of my favorite ways to decorate for Christmas, is by taking Amazon gift boxes or any little box you have, some pretty paper, and create a decor piece, because it's really going to fill out and make things feel very special. Now, a little tip hack that I have for you guys when you're wrapping your faux gift box present, you want to probably mark it on the bottom that it's fake, number one, because sometimes it gets mixed up with my kids' real presents. But use duct tape to duct tape your gift wrap to the base of the box. It will hold better, and then just use your Scotch tape while you're taping on to your gift box. So, and then you just make little envelope folds on each end, and then add some tape. And now I'm going to zhuzh this up with some beautiful gold ribbon. You guys can get really creative with this part. Also, I have these little crowns that I'm using in some of my decor, and those are from Natalie at Totally Dazzled. Thank you so much, girlfriend. She has a small business, and there will be a link in the YouTube box of this video. So just make some pretty doodly dads and have fun with it and get creative. Here is the finished product. I am crushing on it now. No scraps left behind. We're going to take some toilet paper rolls, or you guys could take paper towel rolls or even package rolls. I'm going to use the scraps of paper and just simply hot glue them onto the toilet paper rolls, and really just get creative. Tie off the ends with some zip ties and add in some pretty ribbon and bits and bobs. And then you guys have those kind of little Christmas poppers, although this really isn't a Christmas popper. This is just for decoration. And here is the finished project. As always, I ask that you guys comment and let me know what was your favorite DIY in this video. Which one will you be recreated? And then also look what I saw out my window on Saturday morning. It was such a peaceful morning. I saw all these beautiful deer out in the property across the street from my home, and I was just so enamored. They're so beautiful and peaceful, so I thought I would share it with you guys, and I hope you're having a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day or evening. So thank you guys so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's such a true blessing and honor to have each and every one of you all here. For those of you all that have just clicked on this video, welcome. I'm Olivia's Romantic Home. I'm a DIY crafty mama, and I've been on YouTube now for 7 years. Super excited for that. I have over 1,200 videos. That's 1,200 crafting and decorating videos for you guys. I have them kind of organized into playlists by seasonal decor. I'm a seasonal decor enthusiast. I love to use items from Dollar Tree, thrift store, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and I just love to love on my home and encourage you guys. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps me out so much. We're gonna have a super fun holiday season coming up. I've already been doing my I Love Fall series, so go back and check that out if you guys are starting your fall crafting and decorating. We've done a ton of crafting and decorating already in my home for fall. I've done my mantle, I've done my kitchen, we've done some Dollar Tree fall DIYs. We have my little friend Santa here, so super fun there. Now listen, I'm also hosting a giveaway in conjunction with my sweet friend Stacy. We're giving away 3 of these devotionals, which I have been reading with you guys. You guys love this, so thank you for all the encouragement. Thank you to Stacy for collaborating with me on that. She has a little candle company called By His Grace Candles. Go check that out. They're on Facebook. I'll try to remember to link it in the description box below as well. Okay, so we're going to read the devotional and see what God's word has for us today, because hey, we all need a little bit of extra encouragement. And this one says, always on your mind. Bear with me because I have lost my glasses yet again. Not knowing what lies ahead tends to open the door to fear. Faith should slam the door on doubt and defeat the impending despair. When you're filled with worry, unable to see a way out, and with no desire to go through, remember my faithfulness. It's easy to allow your mind to wander, to be overcome by the worries of the world. But I have not given you a spirit of fear. I have given you a spirit of power and love and of a sound mind. Rest in my promises and focus upon my faithfulness. There will be good times and bad, but I am with you through them all, sometimes to rescue you in them, oftentimes to show you my constant perseverance and power in your life by taking you through the storm. I will be your strength in your weakness, as I always have been. My grace and power in your life have gotten you this far, and I will not leave you nor forsake you. If you're facing the unthinkable and staring into the face of the impossible, recall how I have brought you through the unimaginable before and now, that my power has not diminished, and neither has my love for you. You have trusted me before, and it's time to trust me again. I recall all you have done, O Lord. I remember your wonderful deeds of long ago. They are constantly in my thoughts, and I cannot stop thinking about your mighty works. And that's Psalm 77, 11, 12. So God is always going to carry us through those storms, you guys. God is there for us, and if we can always keep him close on our minds and in our hearts. And that is easier said than done. That's why these little devotionals help me. So drop a kind comment down below and let me know what you're decorating for right now. That's going to enter into our little devotional giveaway. Just drop those comments down below. Let's keep God in our hearts and on our minds. And speaking of that, let's be as loving as we can to those in our lives. Stop for a minute and just think, who have I been a little bit cross with, and who do I need to be a little bit more loving with? I've really done that recently. I've opened up my heart, and I've realized when I get irritated with people, it's usually because I have that same flaw. I don't know if that's going to hit anybody, but it hit me. God has been working on me God is like, well, you have that same fatal flaw. So why are you irritated with that person for the same flaw that you have? And I'm like, oh, it's because that's where I struggle. And so I think that's what it is. And so it's helped me forgive and be more open. And also God is working on something big with me to keep my mouth closed. Okay? Zip it. If I don't have something nice to say or encouraging, or if I just haven't thought about things clearly, I need to probably just shut it. So if you guys need to sit in silence, take it from me, just take a step back, okay? I like to be a little bit loud and sometimes a little bit controlling and all the things. So anyway, I hope that helps you guys. I am taking a step back and I'm going to watch my words because God needs to work on that with me. There's a lot of things God is working on with me. So I hope that this encourages you guys and you go out and have a gorgeous, blessed day. You love on everybody, forgive everybody, and when you need to, zip it. I love you guys to the moon and back. I can't wait for our next video. And until then, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.